All right, guys. Real talk, man. I love behavior. I think, behavior pretty interesting. The reason why, because sometimes we will do things and later on regret, and sometimes we will do things and question ourselves. Yo, why did I do that? What got into me? Or when someone said, yo, why did you do this? We're like, yo, I don't even know. I don't know why I did it. It just happened automatically, as if we don't know ourselves. I'm going to try my very best, very best, guys, to explain everything to you. So please make sure you watch the whole video and give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up because, this information, it's not easy to explain, believe me. And I'm trying my best to explain it in a way for us to understand everyday life. I'm not using scientific language. I'm not using big words and stuff. I'm not doing none of that. I'm speaking to you as a friend. I'm speaking to you as a person who need to understand themselves. That's it. I'm not going all fancy on you guys. So please hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Give the channel a thumbs up, support the channel, and watch the whole video. I promise you will eventually start understanding things. You're not going to understand things right away, but things will start making sense to you, especially when you notice a behavior. You'll know exactly what's happening in the brain. Okay, so that's the reason, guys. I'm hoping that you guys support the channel by, liking the videos. It's going to help the channel grow, man. It's going to help it's a lot of work I'm putting here. And I don't usually talk about things like that. I just keep it to myself and just go about my business. That's it. But guys, the limbic system, it doesn't care. I'm telling you, it does not care about anything that you do. All the modern stuff that you do, all the, watching TV. It doesn't know television. It doesn't know anything like that. It doesn't care about it. It can't tell the difference between something real or something fake because it's not interested in stuff like that. The only thing it is interested in is survival. All your survival instinct, anything that you do based in the limbic system. That's how your ancestors used to survive. That's the reason you have it in you. Don't think, we living in a modern world, everything changed, everything modernized. We have electricity, we have TV, we have smartphones, we have cars, we have different things. Don't think your brain already evolved. No, you still have the same system as your ancestors. It's the reason most of the behavior that we do, you question, well, most people, they don't question them, but they're very strange, but no one ever really questioned them like that. Because we think, oh, it's normal, it's nothing, it is what it is, it's what we do. But why? Why do we do it? What's the purpose behind it? All right, so let's get into it, guys. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the amygdala. Okay, so guys, the amygdala, you can say that it's the alarm for the brain. Is to alert you or something. It's where fear happens, and once it's switched on, it shuts down our decision making for the limbic system to fully take over. That's the reason it's hard to make decisions when we are under pressure or when we're scared. When you're afraid of something, it's the amygdala just stimulated. Boom. Then you start panicking, you start shaking. Let's say, for example, right, you're on the top of a building and you're looking down and it's your first time. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel like, yo, hold up, man. I'm not comfortable with this. It's too high. I'm not used to being on the top of a building looking down. It's the amygdala warning you. Let's say you receive a piece of bad news and your heart rate moving up. You start shaking and stuff. You're like, yo, fuck, man. Who's giving me bad news? It's the amygdala. It's very, very sensitive. It's very sensitive. It's the reason people switch right on the spot when you piss them off. Because of the amygdala. Okay, guys? When you're at work, you're afraid to get fired or something. It's the amygdala. When your partner calls you saying, I need to talk to you. Boom, your heart rate start increase and it start beating really, really fast. It's because of the alarm in your system. It's what it's for. When you see your heart rate moving up, you start panicking, think of the amygdala, the alarm activated it. But you have to keep in mind, if you put any animal near a cliff, it'll automatically start panicking because we're afraid of heights, and if we don't know something, if we're not sure about something, the amygdala will activate. It will switch on. Let's say you're not used to something, right? And the amygdala just warned you and your heart rate moving up and you know it's not a threat. Even when you're trying to get close to the thing, it's still activated. Yo, I'm not used to this. Get me away from that thing. You're not going to get me killed. No way. But with time, of course, if you keep on exposing yourself to the same thing over and over again, the fear will just fade away. It'll just fade away. You're not going to be scared anymore. That's the way it works. Look, for example, people are afraid of snake. I don't mess with snakes, man. I'm not a snake person still. But when I see a snake, I'm like, yo, I'm not comfortable with snake. Real talk. I'm being honest with you. How would you feel if you feel like something is crawling on your skin? You'll freak the hell out. But if I were to expose myself to snake, like start touching a snake, playing with a snake, and I realize, oh, it's not a threat, it's not biting me, my amygdala will calm down. That's how it works. It's the reason we are afraid of the unknown. We are afraid to do certain things because we don't know what could happen. And the alarm system will activate. Anxiety will kick in. And once it kick in, we need to create some sort of interpretation because we can feel it. We can use the whole cerebrum or whatever. The sensory cortex that we talk about, we can feel it. We can experience it. So the interpretation will be in the mind because the mind always got to create some sort of reason for why it's feeling a certain way or for why you feeling a certain way. You're afraid to touch the snake because the snake gonna bite you. It's what the mind gonna tell you. But you don't know that. You don't know if the snake gonna actually bite you. But the fact that the mind is telling you that is the excuse it's creating for why it's experiencing anxiety. But realistically, is the alarm system already activate? No. Guys, we have to keep something in mind. The information we received already been processed by a system before it reached consciousness. Remember, I always say there's a delay. It's just the interpretation. We create the excuse in our mind, the reason for why it happened. That's it. Okay, so remember the amygdala is the alarm system of the brain to alert you of a threat or anything else, okay? It's what's gonna happen. It's gonna create fight or flight. Either you run or you fight. But anxiety will kick in. All right, guys? So what do? We learn, we push, and we grow to become the best version of ourselves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more great content. If you have anything to say, let it out in the comment section. See you next time. Ciao.